to the recording section. Okay. Okay. So okay. So now you can see that we are talking about SAP material management. So how many you know about the material management? So basically the material management is it is completely related to buyer concept. So if you want to buy the product, okay, that will come into the material management. Okay. If you started any company, okay, so if you're buying the product, okay, the product when you are purchasing the from the suppliers and when you are receiving the goods and when you are verifying the supplier invoice, that everything will be included. It is under the material management. Okay. So going forward, material management, what we are discussing about that, all buyer related concepts, okay, all stock related concepts, all these things we are talking about that. Okay. So you can ask me that questions like, is it we have separate areas like sales separate, production separate, plant maintenance separate. Okay. So how many people knows about that this software we are using for the business purpose? Anyone don't know about that the software you will be using for the business purpose? How many you know that SAP? What is the use of SAP?
Yes, sir, we know.
Yeah. So do you know that what is the purpose of SAP?
For supply chain, for placing orders as well as planning
Okay.
and other all the ERP activities.
Okay. So SAP is the software, okay, which we are using for the enter all the business operations. It is not only for the supply chain, or it is not only for the procurement, or it's not only for the sales, it's not only for the quality. The entire operations, okay, in the business process, in the businesses, whatever we are doing, everything we can do in the this SAP software. So what is the use of this SAP software? Okay, so you can plan, okay, you can optimize, you can control, okay, you can handle. So it is very easy to handle that if you have that all the data in the software, okay, and you can do on time deliveries to customer. Okay, when you are doing on time delivery to customer is happy and he can order the new products. So let's say example, I'm using the Amazon. So Amazon, if they have this proper software, okay, and we are ordering the product today and we are getting the stock tomorrow. So how it is possible? Because there is a proper system they are maintaining. They have proper software they are using and everything which is tracking from placing the order, dispatching the stock, and receiving to the customer. So everything is proper. So how it is possible? Because they are using proper software. So the same way. So if we are using the SAP software, okay, everything can be controlled from the SAP software. Okay, on time deliveries, customer satisfied, and on time receiving the goods from the vendors, on time production, on time planning, everything is possible. And if you can see that you are getting the salary, suppose you are working in the MNC company, so you're getting salary on 31st night. How it is coming? So how the bankers knows about that? Because everything it is properly maintained in the system, the details, everything it is maintained properly. That's what they are processing that on time salaries. It is credited to receiver account, right? So everything, the business operations related, everything can be done from the SAP software. So is it only for the operations purpose? No, it is also can be used for the analytical purpose, analytical reporting purpose. What is analytical reporting purpose? Suppose let's see, last 1 year, what is the what is the amount which we are spending on the raw materials? Okay, last 1 year, what is the my sales revenue? Okay, what is my profit, what is the loss, P&L accounts, okay, and how much we are spending on the components. So everything we can easily track it and we can easily get it the analytical reporting. So it is very easy to get that if you have the proper software, the information it is very easy and we can easily analyze the information. Okay, so material management is the one of the area in the business that they are using SAP material management process. Okay, that they can handle. So let's go to SAP material management. What it is there actually. So going forward, okay. So once we started that the SAP journey, okay. So what we are discussing about that introduction of SAP. So how the SAP, what is the use of the SAP and how it is using that. Everything we can discuss in the introduction of SAP. Then SAP journey. So you can see that SAP is the one of the biggest software nowadays. Okay, and it is the number one software they are using in the multiple companies. Okay, the large companies they are using this SAP software. So it is the number one software. This is the ERP software. Okay, so then we are discussing about the SAP journey, how it is started and what is the versions are upgraded and what version now it's going on and how we can use that SAP, everything which will be journey discussing about that. Then areas of material management. So we are talking about the material management. So we must aware about that. What are the areas will be covered in the material management? Because as we said, like we have different areas like production, sales, and everywhere. So the areas of material management is very important to understand before you are going to learning the material management. Then we have the different business process which is defined by SAP. Okay, and that is standard business process which is followed by the different business organizations and special process, integrations, master data, configuration. So these are all we will be discussing in the going forward. Okay. So anyone have the idea about that? What is the integration areas? What is the meaning of integration areas? Anyone have the idea about that? What is the integration areas? Why we are talking about integration areas with other modules? We are from material management, right? Why we should talk about other modules? Anyone have the idea?
To go with the data, for example, if planning data, based on the planning data only, we can place order.
Okay. Okay.
So we have
Okay. So I'll give you the example. Okay. So if you want to buy the product, what is the base? What is the base? How you will get the requirements? So it might be you will get requirement based on the production department, or it might be you will get the requirement from the customers, or you might be get requirement from the different other cost centers. That means HR department, finance department, from their different sources, right? So when we are talking about integration areas with other module, that means my process was connected to other areas. Okay, so like if I get the customer requirement, based on the customer requirement, I'll be buying the product from the outside and I'll be sending that goods to customer. So it's kind of a trading process, right? So integration is nothing but like a when we are working in the material management, we are integrated with the some other modules like sales and distribution and production planning and quality management, like different areas we are integrating. Okay, so that we will be discussing the furtherly. And master data, what is the master data? Anyone have the idea about the master data?
collection of all data.
Anyone have the idea about master data?
Pricing, lead time.
Your voice is too low. Is it my problem?
Uh,
Can you speak
collection
loudly?
of all data like pricing. Collection of all data like pricing.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
other details
So,
like lead time.
okay, let's say example. Okay, one example. Okay. If I have the product, regularly I'm purchasing the product. Let's say, uh, if suppose I'm rice miller. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm regularly purchasing the rice. Okay, so do you know that what is the rice? What kind of the rices we have? Sona Masuri, Basmati rice. There are different kind of the rices we have. Okay, so now when I'm talking about the master data, so there is a predefined data for that rice. Suppose rice, Sona Masuri rice is the one kind of the rice, and Basmati rice is the one kind of the rice. Again, Sona Masuri. So I'm just measuring this product with the kgs, but some people they are measuring with the bags. Some people they are measuring in the tons. So different organizations, different ways they are doing. So in my organization, this product how we are measuring, right? And what kind of this product, and who will be the contact person if I want to buy this product. Okay, if I want to sell this product, who will be the contact person in my company. Okay, and if I want to uh, sell to the customer, okay, what kind of the way we can sell, is it wholesale or it may be retail, okay, how directly reaching to customer. So all it is like a, we will be maintaining the one time record. Based on this one time record, I can understand that okay, this product can be, okay, can be used for the direct sales, or can be used for the retail sales, or can be used for the wholesale sales, or can be used for the buying the product from the outside. So the master data is like a, the basic information of this product can be maintained in the master data. So that information I can use for the transactions. What transactions? It might be production, it might be purchasing, it might be sales, anything can be used for that. Okay, so master data is the one time record which we are maintaining to call that information when we are doing the transaction. Clear? Is
Okay,
it
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then, so like if see supplier information, so I have the suppliers, okay, WR's rice we have, like maybe Sri Lakshmi rice, or different brands we have. Okay, so how we know that these are the suppliers can supply the goods? I have the master data, that record I maintain that okay, these goods will be supplied by this supplier, and this supplier address can be maintained. This supplier mobile number, email, address details can be maintained. This supplier GST tax information can be maintained, and this supplier bank information can be maintained. So all this information I don't need to do at the time of transaction. I just need to be record all this information before that, because I just want to use that information when I'm doing the transaction. Okay, so all this information was recorded. So that record we call as a master data. Okay, so like employee information. So you are, once you are onboarded, they will create one employee number, and they will record that your name, your address, your father name, your email address, your personal number, your bank information, all this information they are recorded. Why they want to record these things? Because the communication they want to be passed from this information. If they want to be paid a salary, they can pay for this account. So everything it is recorded. So that is called master data. So one time record we are maintaining in the background. So that information we are using for the transactions. Tomorrow I'm getting the salary. That salary will get auto credited into my bank account based on the what information it is maintained in the my employee master data. So like supply master data, customer master data, product master data, like we can maintain the multiple master data. Clear? Anyone have the doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the configuration. So what do you mean by configuration? How many you know configuration? So configuration is nothing but like a, see, I'm using the software, SAP software. I'm planning to use the software. So why I'm using the software? Because it's very convenient to me. It is very easy to me to operate that SAP software. That is very useful to my business. If the software is not useful for my business, what will happen? I don't need to use that. So the configuration is nothing but like a, yeah, sorry. Okay, so configuration is nothing but like a pre-designed. So my client, how they requested the design we are set up in the background by using the configuration. So do you know that you are the consultant or end user? How many knows the difference between the consultant and end user? How many people knows about the consultant and end user?
End user just place the query, place the PO and other activities. As consultant
हाँ
to solve
तुम काम किया था चल रहा है
Sorry,
2 भी नहीं चल रहा है बराबर
can you go on mute? Okay, okay, go ahead.
end user just activities, normal activities like creating PO and other planning activities, whereas a consultant help to solve the queries. For example, if there is any GRN issue or any other issues, consultant help to solve the queries. They
Okay.
don't place the POs.
Exactly. So the consultant is nothing but like a. So we are the consultant. Tomorrow if we are learning SAP, okay, we are the consultant. We are supporting to the client. So client, who is the client? The day by day operations they are doing in the SAP software. They are using SAP software to do daily operations like purchase orders, sales orders, production orders. Like they want to be created. Okay, if they are facing any issues, if they are facing any issues, the consultant will be supported to them and they are resolving the issues. Okay, so we are working in the back end. Okay, we are designing that what user requested and we are solving the issues what user facing the issues. So we are implementing the their process into SAP. So everything which will be handled by consultant. So we are the consultant. By completing this course, you are the consultant. You are not end user. So end user is he is doing the daily operations in the business. Okay, he's like suppose let's say if I'm going to supermarket. So in the supermarket, one person he is doing he's scanning the barcodes of the product and he is giving to the customer. So he is the end user. So he's performing that, okay, all regular transactions, okay. But that barcode and scanner, okay, the connectivity and the design, all these things will be designed by consultant. Okay, the backend we are supporting to that, okay, and we are designing that based on that design they are using that product. Clear? Is it clear what is the difference of consultant and end user?
Yes,
So we
sir.
are the consultant, not end user. Okay,
Yes,
clear?
sir. Sir, I have a one question.
Yeah, please.
So my name is Mayan, and I really want to know that, like, sir, doing all this labels that you just integrating us right now is help us to like clear the certification that provided by like a SAP, or like there is some other syllabus we have to go through to get that certification.
Okay, so your voice is disturbing some, but what exactly you are talking about that certification, right? So certification
Yes,
is
sir.
the identity. See, if you are completed the SAP course, okay, so even without a certification, you will get a job and you are doing the job. That's not a problem. But in the major companies, like if you go to some Apple or some of MNC companies when you are working, so they are given priority like, okay, you are the professionally certified and you know all the SAP, you completed this course, so you are the perfect for this position. So that's what they're thinking. But so it is not necessary always. Okay, if you have the knowledge and if you are able to clear that interview, so that is not a important the certification. So certification is just identity. Is it the your question? You're talking about certification?
Yes, sir. But sir, like if I want to go for a certification, like by reading this all the modules that you're telling me, like it will help me. Like I'm not aware about it. I'm right now just like enroll in the supply chain program,
Hmm.
so I just want to know little more about it.
Okay, okay, okay. So the one thing, guys, okay, the basics you should learn. Okay, the basic you should learn, and the process you should be learn. Okay, but comparing to the course which you completed, this will be helpful to you complete the certification. Okay, but the certification process was different. Okay, so that you need to be by the certification the cost, like if there is a 20,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees around that is okay, that you need to be pay, and you have to be attend uh, a jump, and you have to be complete a certification. But okay, now what we explaining, this is the helpful to you to get the job. Okay, and if you have the concentrator on the certification, okay, this will be the base, it will be helpful to you to complete a certification. But that will be the completely different. Certification is the, you have to be paid to the extra cost to the SAP directly. That cost of 50,000 around it will be there, 20,000 for single attempt and 50,000 for the multiple attempts, that will be there. Okay, but certification is just an identity, what I'm saying. But if you don't know these basics and the course, if you not completed and you want to be attempt the SAP certification and all, it is not possible, because you should be know about that all these basics. Clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's all I want to know.
Yeah. Okay. So then so configuration you understand, right? What is the configuration? So we are designing that the SAP software as per the business requirement, so they can operate that once you design this one, the configuration, everything, the restrictions and controls, everything we can do based on the configuration. Okay, then you might be aware about this reports. Report is nothing but like it's like analytical kind of the what yearly or daily, or it may be weekly, how you want to be report to generate that reports will be working as per that. So SAP standard we have the reports. So other than the standard SAP report, if the client is requested that we need different way of the report to getting the information, that you can customize that. Okay? Can go on mute someone who are getting finished. Okay. Okay. So anyone have the doubts on reports? Most probably reports, you know, right? If you are going getting the reports, if suppose you are going for some test, you're getting some reports, so that I can see that the list of all the report, all the results and everything we can see in the single record, single screen. So like here also, weekly report, daily reports, yearly reports, how many purchase orders we are created today, and how many requirements we got, how many customer orders we received. All these things we can generate reports. Okay, so that is the report, and this is a very important enhancement and customization. So how many you know about the enhancement and customization? How many people know about enhancement and customization? So what is the difference between the configuration and the customization? Anyone have the idea about that? Okay, so the difference is configuration is nothing but like a what SAP standard have the design that we can set up and we can give it to the business to use that process. But customization is nothing but like a, which is something different, which is not there in the SAP standard, but the customer is requesting that I want this way. Okay, I want my customization way. So if you see that you bought some car, so the standard what they are giving that is normal position. In case you are asking about some customization like multiple colors or multiple design or multiple height, different height, okay, different kind of the style. So that is customization. So the same way in the SAP software also, if the customer is asking that, okay, I don't want to follow the standard process, if I want to go for some customization process, that can be built. So these customizations can be built by using the technical way. Okay, so configuration is the standard which we can configure based on a business process. In case if it is not fulfilled in the standard process way, then we can go in the customization way and fulfill. And enhancements and customization, okay, it's not only for the new design, it is also can be restricted standard one. So in case if we are using standard process, but user is asking that the process wise it's fine, but they want some controls, some restrictions they want. So that restrictions you can design based on the by using customization. Is it clear what is the difference? Is it clear?
Yes,
Any
yes.
questions on this one? Configuration and customization?
For customization, one doubt. For example, for a particular organization wants to download a report. If customization is the customization is also be available only if there is a standard procedure, right? For example, for an
Okay.
organization wants to download the inventory report, but it is not in the standard set of procedure. Then how SAP will customize the according to the particular organization?
Okay. Okay. So let's give one example. So I have one report. Okay. So it is
Okay.
standard report. Let's say standard report. So in the standard report, what I'm getting the PO number, PO material number, PO quantity, and PO price. Okay. PO supplier information that I'm getting information. But in that report, so I'm just missing that some other information, but that is not there in the standard. Okay, so what information may be supplier mobile number, supplier mail ID, supplier information, just that it is not coming in the standard report. So what I can do, I can request to the technical consultant to add these fields in the customization way. So that is the modification. Okay, so apart from the standard SAP report, if you want to do some customization way, you can go with the customization. And it's not only for the standard reports, you can do your own report. Okay, if it is not there in the SAP standard, but the customer is asking that this report I required in a different way, that also can be customized. So that means I can create a new report or I can use the existing report to modify. Is it clear?
So whatever the details also they require, they will customize, sir.
Sorry, come again.
So, for example, whatever the details also we require, but customization they will be different T code, right? Is that T code or Y T code like that?
Your voice is getting some. It's not audible. Can you speak loudly, or maybe if you are using mic, you can remove that
sir,
mic and you can talk.
Whatever the data we required, the consultant is able to do customization. I'm asking. For example, whatever data
Yeah, correct. That's what.
we
If
require.
it is not there in the standard, okay, we can go with the customization. Any data we can go, but that should be recorded. That should be recorded in the database. If it is not recorded in database, that is not able to. So you must be enter somewhere that information. Then only you can pull. Okay. So if you are not entering that information in the transaction and suddenly you are asking that the information I required, if you not enter in the system, how the system knows about that information? You must be enter somewhere, right? So it is recorded in the transaction. That information is that is stored in the database. From the database, I can pull that data and I can capture that information in the customized way. Got the point?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. So some people have like that. So if they are not entering that information, so they are entering somewhere in the paper. They're saying that I need this report. I need this information in my report. So if you are not entering into system, then how system knows about it? You must be enter that information, right? Right? If it is already recorded in the SAP software, then I can use customization way and I can pull that. Clear?
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so that is enhancement. So it's not only one example of the report. It's like a restrictions. It's kind of the mail dropping. So automation. Like once I create a purchase order, so I don't want to be get a printout. I just want to send this information to supplier directly through mail. So in the standard SAP, we can have the option, but again the format everything will be optional because my own company have the own customization printout because I have the own logo, I have own brand ID, I have own information. All this information I have to capture. So I can go with the customization printout, right? So it's not only like a report. It's also can be generated like printouts, smart forms design, okay, reporting purpose, and the restriction of the transactions. Okay, everything can be done by through customization. Clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it
Got
clear?
it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now interfaces, IDOC and interface. So anyone have the idea about the interface?
It acts as a medium for between two, like transferring data.
Yeah. So transaction. So it is the interface is nothing but like integrating from the my system to other system. So if I'm using SAP, supplier using non-SAP, or maybe I'm using SAP, supplier also using SAP, but both servers IDs are different. So how the information is going? So it is going the integration interface. So the connectivity from SAP system to SAP or SAP system to non-SAP, the data which is transferring from one system to other system, we are using the interface. Clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So it may be Oracle or it may be some Microsoft, anything maybe. So I can pull the data from my system to other system. Clear? And data migration. How many you know about the data migration? What do you mean by data migration? If suppose I'm using the non-SAP, now my okay, I'm planning to go with the SAP system. So from last 15 years, I'm using non-SAP system. So there is a large data which is stored in my non-SAP system. So if I want to use the SAP system now, so how the data which is migrating from the non-SAP to SAP? Okay, that is the migration, data migration. So data which is from one system to other system, old system to new system, how we can pull that data. So that called data migration techniques, right? Clear? Any
Okay, sir.
doubts on this one?
Got it. Got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the finally, which is like mock interviews. Okay. So once you are perfecting all the topics, okay, we can have the multiple mock interviews, like what you are understanding and how you can. So this mock interviews will be helpful to you to clearing the interviews. How you can speak to the in the panel with front of the panel, how we can answer the questions. Those are all we can discuss in a mock interview. Okay, so going forward, we are discussing all these topics. Okay, so it is a overview of the each and topic, but in depth, each and every topic have the multiple topics are there. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any questions on this one? The contents, SAP contents. Anyone have the doubts?
So IDOC also different type of interfaces will be there, right, sir? IDOC there will be in depth. It will be covered or
IDOC also it will be covered.
okay.
Okay. So IDOC is the intermediate document. What is the purpose of IDOC? You must be aware about that. Okay,
Yes,
IDOC
sir.
is nothing but like a when you are transferring the data from one system to other system, this IDOC will be helpful to like intermediate document. So the data is storing in the IDOC and it is pulling to the, it is sending to the other systems. Okay,
Yes.
so that
Okay.
is also part of this one. Don't
Okay.
worry about it. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the content, SAP content, but let's go with that small. Okay, so what do you mean by SAP? How many people know about SAP? What is the meaning of SAP? SAP stands for, and do you know that it is a ERP software? How many people know about the ERP software?
Yes,
So
sir.
in our world, there are so many ERP softwares are there. But why SAP was the major software which the 90% of people they are using this SAP software. The large companies they are using SAP software. Why? Because it is secured. Okay, it is secured and it is very smart. Okay, so SAP stands for it is a systems application and products in the data processing. So when it is started, it is started at around 1972. Okay, there is 3 employees. They started with a small software, and that now it is a bigger one. Okay, so in the our world, SAP, Oracle, these are all the ERP softwares. So what do you mean by ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning Software. So what it will do? It will do all the managing the business operations. Okay, so it will be like what activities you are performing in your business when you started your entity, what business operations you are doing. Everything can be recorded in the SAP software, right? So this is why the journey. This was the journey of SAP. Okay, which is started in 1972, and now it is now 2024. If you can see that there are so many changes in SAP. So it never end. You can say that, sir, what tomorrow what can happen in case if you are getting new technology, what will happen? Everything will be there. It's every time it is upgrading SAP. So it started 1972. Now in the S4 HANA system, now they can able to do all the operations from the all the transaction can from mobile by using apps, Fury apps. So see how it is like. So earlier we cannot able to do that using the apps. Now the technology was changed. Now the current situation, the business users can be performed each and every activity from the mobile apps. So you have the mobility connectivity also. So every time SAP was upgrading and it is releasing the new versions. Okay, so that's it is the SAP journey. You can it started with 1972 and it is started with R1. So what do you mean by R1? It is a one-tier architecture. One-tier architecture is nothing but like a in the single server. Okay, we have the 3 layers, which is like presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. What do you mean by presentation layer, database layer, application layer? How many you know people about that? What is the presentation layer? What is the database layer? What is the application layer? How many people knows? Anyone know? Anyone have idea?
No,
So
sir.
presentation layer is nothing but like a what you are can able to see. So on laptop or on monitor or maybe mobile, what you can able to see the presentation, how it is presenting. So that is a presentation layer. The application layer. Once you enter the data, okay, the system is validating the data and processing the data and giving the results. That is application layer. Then what is the database layer? Once you created the data, it is storing in the database for future purpose. You are getting this information. You can easily capture the information from the database and presenting in the presentation layer. Okay, so in the SAP, how SAP will be work based on these 3 layers. One is application layer, presentation layer, and database layer. So at 1972, they started with a single server. The single server, what they did, they are putting into the all together, like presentation, database, application, all it is in the single server. So what will be happen? Okay, at that time, the customers are very less customers and they are operating that almost 10 years they are using that same, but they are facing the issues like overload because they are huge data they are entering that it is taking long time to operating that. Then what they did, okay, then we have to be modify that and they started to R2. R2 means two-tier architecture. So two-tier architecture is nothing but like a they are separated that database layer and the presentation layer and application layer putting into one server, and the database layer into the separate connectivity. So what will be happen? The process, all it's completed in the presentation and application layer, then it is storing in the database layer. Okay. So then after again 11, 12 years after, again they started with that innovation, and the customers are huge customers, they are operating this SAP. So then suddenly what will happen? The presentation and the application layers, which is overloaded, because if I'm doing 10 purchase orders at a time, the application and presentation layer was okay overloaded. So then what they did, they started to divided that presentation layer is a separate server, application layer is separate server, and database layer is separate server. So that is called R3. R3 is the three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture is nothing but like a presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So it is just information, boss. Okay, so just need to be understand that how SAP will work, but it's not a actually just understanding purpose. Okay, so this is the what 1992 they started with R3 structure, that is three-layer architecture. Then they started innovation like web connectivity. Okay, then they are connected like okay apps designing. Okay, all these things like mobility, all these things now it's like a S4 HANA server which is running. So 2011 we got a HANA database. Okay, so what is the difference between HANA database and normal database? How many people know about a HANA database? Anyone knows about a HANA database?
HANA can be integrated through cloud.
Sorry, come again?
HANA can be integrated through cloud.
Okay. So only that is only one purpose. Okay.
And the efficiency is good memory operation.
Yeah. See, earlier what will be happen? Okay, in the ERP, till ERP, the R3 structure, the ERP package, what will be happen? They can use the SAP software for presentation and application, but the database can be used third party also. So it is not necessary you must be used SAP. Okay, so we can use some external third party database that is connected. That means the front end, the software application we are using SAP, but the back end, the database we are using Oracle. So the connectivity from the SAP to Oracle database, okay, or SAP to Microsoft database, okay. So that is the happen in the earlier. But in a HANA database, when it is introduced the HANA database, okay, they are coming with too much efficiency and okay, that inbuilt memory. HANA database is nothing but inbuilt memory. So as for HANA system it is connected to HANA database. You cannot use the external third-party database. Okay, so S4 HANA is coming with inbuilt HANA database that is too efficiency and faster faster than the other databases. So they are changing that all the logics like how the memory to be stored, how it is like. So do you know that earlier we are using 1 megabyte and then 1 GB, then 1 terabyte, and now we are going into terabytes and right. So like that in the S4 HANA also, HANA database, which is the simplified, okay, smart efficiency HANA database that is storing now. Okay, so since we are using inbuilt memory, so obviously it is too faster comparing to other software. Clear? So HANA database is the SAP HANA database is the inbuilt memory database, and they are changing that it is like an analytical purpose. Okay, what do you mean by analytical purpose? How many you know people? Do you know that earlier, okay, if you are using SAP R3, okay, ERP package, okay, so you must be using that analytical reporting purpose, you must be use some other software, some other server, that is SAP BW server. That means SAP ECC version we are using for the transaction purpose, but analytical report, that means if you want to generate a pie diagram, if you want to generate a bar diagrams, that if you want to generate, you must be use the SAP BW system. But now SAP given that S4 HANA given that feasibility, it also can be used as analytical. It's not only for the transaction, it also can be used as an analytical reporting purpose. That means the basic pie diagrams and barcodes that can be generated in the S4 HANA without using the BW. So you don't need to go for the other systems. You don't want to go to the other servers, SAP BW server. Clear? Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so it is just purpose. So every time SAP is coming with the new upgrades and everything, so now other than this one, why I want to use SAP S4 HANA and why I should not use ICC, there is a reason. Okay, SAP S4 HANA, they are giving that, okay, Fury apps feature. So that is a user-friendly application. So now the technology was changed, mobility, so many people they are using mobiles. So they want to be work very fastly. Okay, unnecessarily if I'm just using the laptops, I don't want to use laptops. I can go with mobile and operating that all the transactions. How I can do? It's very simple. Can use S4 HANA Fury apps. Okay, so that is the technology which I introduced by SAP. Now S4 HANA is the new version. Okay, the older version is ECC and the new version is S4 HANA. Clear? And you can ask that, sir, is it everyone is using S4 HANA? No. So till 2030, SAP is supporting to the ECC version, which is the older version. Okay, then after 2030, okay, they must be every customer should be converted to S4 HANA. Okay, that is the what target from the SAP. So they are planning to the enhance to that from ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, so till 2030 they will support. Okay, and after that S4 HANA will be in the line. So but till now 2024 till now 70% of people still they are using ECC and they are planning to upgrade. So next few years, next 6 years, we can see that most of the customers will be upgraded to S4 HANA from ECC. Okay, but still now 70% of people are using ECC. So S4 HANA and ECC, so there is no difference in the business process level.
What
Only
is that? BCC or ECC? What is that? BCC or ECC?
ECC.
ECC. Okay.
Yeah, ECC is nothing but like an enterprise central component.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, R3 system, which is like ERP. Okay, so from ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, but you must be aware about ECC if you want to use the S4 HANA.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you don't know the basic of ECC, if you don't know the basic of the material management or other process, you cannot use directly S4 HANA. Okay,
Understand, sir.
so because 70% of people still are using ECC and they are upgrading to S4 HANA. So going forward next 6 years, you will get a project in S4 HANA, but that is upgraded from the ECC. So you must be aware about the ECC. If you're not aware about the ECC, then you cannot operate the S4 HANA because S4 HANA is a little bit changes are there. You must be aware about the ECC. If you want to know about S4 HANA changes, you must be aware about the ECC. So first you need to be do practice and learning everything from the ECC, then upgrade to S4 HANA. So if you know ECC, then it is very easy to understand S4 HANA. If you know S4 HANA and if you don't know ECC, that's very difficult to handle because if you are getting some implementation project tomorrow, if you want to be upgrade from ECC to S4 HANA, you must, if you don't know what is the ECC have, then it's very difficult, right? So you must be aware about the ECC. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. So so this is journey of that. Okay. So R2, R3, and two-tier architecture, three-tier architecture, and now we are in the S4 HANA. So 2015. So 2011 I said, right, HANA database. So HANA database is different, S4 HANA is different. So how many you understand this one? HANA HANA database is different, S4 HANA is different. Do you know that? What is the difference?
No, sir, we don't know.
Okay, HANA database is the database. It is not a package. It's not a software. It is a HANA database. Okay, inbuilt memory database. But S4 HANA is it is a screen. It's like a software we are operating. Okay.
No.
Okay. So 2011 they started with HANA database. What they did? They started with HANA database. They connected this HANA database to ECC, and the ECC also will work by using HANA database. Okay. So HANA database is different. S4 HANA is different.
Got it.
Clear?
Got it. Okay.
Okay. HANA database is a database. It's not a software. It's a HANA database. Okay. And S4 HANA is the software which we are using to operating that. Clear? So ECC can work with HANA database also. And S4 HANA will work only with HANA database, not third-party database. Clear? Is it clear? S4 HANA will come with inbuilt memory database. That is HANA database. Clear? And they started 2011, then they started slowly they implementing that all the process in the S4 HANA. Okay, they started 2014, 2013 around simple finance. They started with that. So that is the first S4 HANA related simple finance. Then they are coming with the full-fledged all the operations with S4 HANA, that is 2015.
Sir, that is another ongoing, right? SAP Cloud. So SAP Cloud and HANA are similar, or
I will tell you. I will come to that point. We'll come to that point. Okay. So this S4 HANA is the software. You understand, right? S4 HANA software. Okay. So it started with 2015, and you can see abbreviation like simple fourth generation. It is. You know that third generation like R3 and all. Now this is simplified. Okay. Simplified HANA database, which is simplified fourth generation. Okay. Now coming to this S4 HANA, how the database will work. Okay. So you asking about the cloud, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there is a two types are there. One is on-premises, one is cloud. Okay. On-premises database and cloud database. Okay. So what is difference is, do you know that you are using Gmail?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are using Gmail, right? And you are using Google Drives, Google Photos, everything, right? Okay. Why you are using Google Photos, Google Drive? Why you cannot store in your mobile?
For emergency, we can use.
So cloud. So the Google Photos, Google Drives, those will work as a cloud. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. So now coming to the on-premises and cloud, what is the difference is? On-premises is nothing but like the server, the entire server is maintaining in your premises. That means your organization premises. So what you need to do, you have to be well maintained, and properly you have to be maintained with temperature. Properly you have to be handling that every day. You have to be maintained from like 24/7 the power backup and temperature, proper temperature like 15 degrees, 16 degrees temperature. Okay, and regularly take the backups. So everything you have to do because it's your own server. Okay, so SAP will not take care about your server because you are handling your own on-premises server. That means it's your own handling database. Okay, come to the on-premises. What will be happen? Okay, you don't have that much capability to maintain the on-premises, so I will be going with the cloud. So what will be happen cloud? So I'm just putting my data into the cloud. Okay, my database was taken care by some other third party. Okay, so like cloud. Now I have the photos. I can store in my mobile. Why I'm going to Google Photos? Because it is secure and I can operate from anywhere, right? So like here also cloud. Okay, it is storing it at cloud level. Okay, so the security level and data backup level, everything will be taken care by third party. So we are paying this quarterly or monthly the charges, whatever the maintaining charges that we are paying. So the database which is established in the some other third party location, not in your location. Clear? That is stored in the cloud level. So on premises, cloud, it's completely different. Okay? Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Any questions on this one?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is generally the overview of the SAP and the versions and other things. Okay. But you just must be aware about this one. What is the changes happen in the SAP? Okay. Before you are going to material management. So that's why I'm just giving the introduction of SAP, how it is started and all. But actual the material management is completely different. Okay. So the material management, the process, everything will be different. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the just the introduction of the SAP, how it is like. Clear?
Okay. Okay, sir.
So any questions
No,
till
sir.
here? So this SAP ERP business suite, simplified business suite will be work artificial intelligence. You can utilize this one as a AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, analyticals. So many ways. So the new latest technology upgraded. So S4 HANA was simplified business suite. Okay, can be used for the any technology. You can integrate it with this with any technology. You can use AI, artificial intelligence by operating that SAP, everything we can use. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Clear?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Okay. Okay, then and then it's almost 1 hour ago.
Yes.
So I will stop the class today. Okay, if anyone have the questions, just ask me. So the major the changes in SAP is okay, Fury apps, that is one additional. So why I'm just giving more importance to the Fury app? Because nowadays you know, right, the mobiles, everything which is operating from the mobile apps only. It's kind of apps only. Very easily I can operate, right? So that is one. And as for HANA with inbuilt HANA database, because it is faster than the regular database. Okay. So
Okay.
how much faster it is? 4 into. So we can say 4 4 into. That is a faster. 4 into faster it is like. Other than this one, we have analytical reporting purpose also. So it's not only transaction operations. It is also we can use for analytical. Analytical means I don't want to use the BW server to get that the basic level of barcode and pie designs. I can use S for HANA. Simple, I can get it.
Okay.
Right? Clear?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Okay. So other than that, there are so many changes in S for HANA comparing to ECC. And this is the S for HANA, we can say, next generation of the software. Okay. That's why most of the customers, they are happy with the S for SAP. And now it is SAP which is leading the entire global in the ERP software. We have lakhs of software. We have lakhs of the ERP software, but SAP leading that highest position. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So anyone have the questions?
No, sir. Okay.